After a lengthy battle with colorectal cancer, including radiation therapy, 4 rounds of chemotherapy and an emergency operation, last week Molyn finally took on the last scheduled challenge towards beating this cancer, a 9-hour operation to remove what was left of the tumour. So it's up days and down days throughout this whole journey, as we know. And today was a definite up day, which is really nice. She was feeling really sort of positive and almost like back to herself a little bit. Yesterday, I felt like it was sort of starting to turn around a little bit after a couple of not so nice days. And today it's almost like she's back to herself, which is really, really good. There's been some talk of her going home even, which is really nice. Not just yet, not for a couple of days or whatever, but today is Monday. And they said that all being well, Wednesday is realistic goal. So we might have a home the day after tomorrow, which feels really good. So we'll see how that goes. Her main nurse has said there's not really any reason to keep you after these next few bits. It's really positive, and she feels really happy about that, I think. There's a couple of bits that they've got to tick off the list. She's still got a drain in. And they said that they were planning on taking that out tonight, and then her stoma's sort of gone back a couple of steps as well. Her intestines are not working quite as well as they were before, but she's been on a lot of painkillers, and that's quite a common side effect with morphine and stuff. Probably the main thing that they've been keeping an eye on is obviously the infection. They've said that tonight will be the last round of antibiotics, which is also quite a positive thing. So, yeah, no more antibiotics after this evening, which is really nice. That means that they're happy enough that the infection value's gone down enough for that not to be a thing anymore, which is obviously really good news. So, yeah, it's been a day of good news and positivity today. I was only there for a couple of hours, and we had a really nice time. Went and got some fresh air and stuff in a wheelchair, but actually she was walking most of the way, so she's doing really well. The other thing that's come out of today is there's been talk about taking the kids to see her tomorrow. That's also quite a nice prospect. I was a little bit sceptical at first because I know Charlie's quite sensitive with stuff, but actually as we've talked about it and discussed it, I think it's probably quite a good idea, as long as we do it in the right way, in a way that's not going to feel like we're dragging him away from her at the end. I think we can make it work, and I think it'd be really good. We took the kids to the hospital when Molyn was doing radiation therapy, on the last day of radiation therapy, I think. And that turned out to be a really good idea, because Charlie ended up getting this sense that the hospital was a really nice fun place. It wasn't scary doctors and whatever, it was just a fun place full of toys and whatever. So I'd like him to feel like that now. With Molyn having been gone for so long, I think it might help Charlie to sort of process stuff. It'd be nice for him to think of the place where Mama's been staying as being a happy, fun place. So I don't know, we'll see what happens, but either way it could be fun. Yeah, so we decided that taking the kids was a good idea. So we've got More,
Yeah.
Charlie, yeah, and Bella. Where are we going, Charlie? Who are we going to go and see? Who are we going to go and find? Mama! Yay! 2 excited kids and a very, very excited Mama, I think. What do you think we're going to do in there? Are we going to play on Mama's funny bed? Press the buttons. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to press the very top one, number 19. Can you press that one at the top? That one, yeah?
Här har mamma köpt en till Charlie. Wow! Och en till Bella.
Look at this.
Vilken häftig Wow.
Should we get you a bed like this for home? It'd be fun, wouldn't it? Nice to have visitors.
It's lovely.
Tiring.
Yeah. Worth it.
So worth it.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was a good idea, this.
Yeah, definitely. Get so tired in your back, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Can't
Achy.
sit up properly.
No.
Ja, en annan gång åkte jag i ambulans, men inte den här gången när jag inte åkte ambulans.
Wow!
Ja.
Häftigt!
Are you eating your biscuit or are you just rubbing it on your face?
Mamma ligger här på den där. Bra! Vilken tur att ni hjälper mormor. Wow!
Vi måste åka ner.
Måste vi åka ner nu?
Nice morning.
Lovely morning.
Really good.
Yeah.
Good idea, wasn't it, bringing the
Yeah.
kids? I was a little bit sceptical at first, but we planned it well, and I think it was a really good idea in the end.
Yeah. We've had a lot of help from the staff here. They've been to pick up toys for the kids and told us where we could be and just to let them know if we needed anything else. And they've been really supportive and helpful, I think.
Yeah, it's really nice. So it was a good idea in the end, and the kids loved it.
Yeah, I loved it.
And I think it's, that's good. That's the main thing, to be honest. I think it's good for the kids to have a nice, happy memory of the hospital.
Yeah, definitely. I am drained.
Yeah,
now,
I'm tired, so I can only imagine what you feel like.
yeah. It's all
Bless you.
worth it, though. It's all worth it.
Yeah.
But I do feel extremely tired.
Yeah. How are you feeling today?
I think I'm a bit better. I think I wasn't better when I woke up this morning, but then my stoma started to work throughout the day. Like I said, I'm extremely tired, but I think that underneath the tiredness that I'm feeling a bit better.
That's good.
On the rounds, is that what it's called? Yeah. They said that if the stoma starts working, my blood results keeps going the right way, and I drink enough today, like I get enough fluids in me, I get to go home tomorrow. So I'm trying, I'm pushing myself to drink as much as I can. It's just really, really hard when you feel sick. And it feels like sometimes people think like, just eat, just drink. But it's like, it is physically impossible to do it. Like, I can't even push myself to do it. That's the thing.
No, when you feel as nauseous as you do, it's your brain saying that there's maybe something that needs to come out of the other way. It just won't let you put stuff in. It won't let you eat and drink. It's not your fault, sort of thing.
No.
But hopefully now that your stoma's working, that'll ease it a little bit.
Yeah.
And be able to get a little bit of fluid inside you and stuff,
Yeah.
which is good.
They've said they're not that bothered about how much I eat. And not really that I eat at all, to be honest. They just need to make sure that I get enough fluids in me.
Yeah.
Because I've been having a drip every night now. So it's just to try to drink as much as possible throughout the day.
Yeah. It's a fun prospect of you coming home tomorrow, though.
It would be really nice, but I got my head set on Thursday.
Thursday's more realistic, I think.
Yeah.
But then if it's a day earlier, then bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We've heard this morning that there's a chance that they're going to send Marlin home on probation. I don't know what the non-criminal term is for that, but whatever that is, they essentially keep her room open but send her home. So if anything happens sort of within the next couple of days, she's still got a room at the hospital, and there's no sort of like going to the emergency room or checking back in or whatever. It sounds like she needs to come back in tomorrow for some more tests and stuff. But even so, if she gets to come home even for sort of an afternoon or an evening or whatever, it'd be really nice to have her back. So we'll see what happens today. She's had quite a high pulse today for the first time, but if that sort of regulates itself a little bit and she's confident that she can get enough fluids into her, I think they said, then they'll let her home at least for a little bit. See what happens today. Could be fun.
All right, so it's... What day is it? Wednesday lunchtime, and they've just given me an okay to go home for this afternoon and tonight, and that feels really nice, even if I have to be back here at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. It feels really good to get to go home and spend a few hours with my family and sleep in my own bed and have a shower in my own shower and recharge a little bit before I get back tomorrow. My blood values are going back up, which is the wrong direction. So if they're still going up tomorrow when I get in, they're gonna do a new CT scan and see where the infection is because they can't figure out where it's coming from. I've also had a bit of a problem with having a high pulse today, but that seems to have been getting better throughout the day, so that's why they let me go for a bit. Still struggling to eat and drink, but they've said that if I try to push myself and at least drink enough, then I'm allowed to go home for a few hours, so that feels really, really nice. So I'm gonna try my best to at least get some fluids in me. Got my nurse here that helps me. I am feeling like I'm getting better because I've had a little bit more to eat today, a little bit more to drink today, but it's going slowly and it feels a bit hard to hear that my blood values are going the wrong direction all the time. I just want it to be good, so I get to go home now. We're on day 9 in the hospital, and to start with they said 5 days, 5 to 7 days, so it's starting to feel a bit heavy, so it's going to be really, really nice to get to go home to see the kids for a little bit and just to sleep in my own bed. I think they're doing it a little bit for like the mental health, and it's giving me a little push to get going kind of thing. And I think it might be easier to eat when I'm at home, then I can eat what I fancy and not just get whatever they serve here at the hospital. It's hard to eat when you're feeling sick, and it's even harder to try to push food down you when it's something that you don't fancy. So hopefully going home is going to do me good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so as well. They've said how important it is for you to eat and drink enough, so get enough fluids in you and stuff. But I think with the eating as well, like you said, they're not serving food that's particularly good for somebody who's feeling nauseous here. We had seafood pasta the other night.
Yeah.
Pasta with seafood sauce. Like, for somebody who's got nausea, I
just opened the lid on that plate and I was almost sick, so then I just had to close down, I couldn't even touch anything from it.
Yeah, and then the day after that or whatever, they give you like beef with like this really rich, creamy sauce, and it's like, for somebody who's trying to fight that sickness feeling, that nauseous feeling, it's impossible to force down bloody seafood pasta or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can eat dry pasta at home, you can eat wafers, you can just sort of pick at stuff and eat bits whenever you fancy it, rather than waiting for a full massive meal and trying to get stuff down. So I think it'd be easier for you.
I hope so, and I think that maybe that's what they're thinking a little bit as well.
Yeah.
To see if this is like, if they can trick my body into eating and get back on my feet a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what they're thinking about the blood values, because that's not going to change from going home. I guess they know what they're doing.
Antibiotics as well.
Yeah, they did the other day.
Which seems strange if your infection value's going up.
Yeah, they took them off because they kept going down, and they thought that then it's just a reaction in my body from the surgery.
Yeah.
But obviously it's an infection somewhere now, because they're going back up after not even 24 hours off antibiotics.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to be here at 7 o'clock to take new blood tests and see if I need to go for another scan. And
yeah, like you said, sleeping in your own bed and seeing the kids for a couple of hours is going to give you a bit of energy, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe get to see my niece for the first time.
Yeah, that's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens later today.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nice day though.
Yeah, going home for a few hours. Yay!
So after 10 long days in the hospital, it was great to finally have her home, even if it was just for the night. It was especially exciting for the kids, who couldn't wait to show Mama all the new tricks they'd learned. So thanks very much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and join us next week for some more tough times, but plenty more good times. Positivity is key, and don't forget to just put one foot in front of the other. Bye.